Okay, so let's deal with enough in this series of videos that are to do with abundance and to do with scarcity. We're suggesting that right in the middle there is enough. Okay, so like you've got a glass and it's half full, so there's not quite sufficient, or I'm trying to put a gallon in a pint glass and then it overflows and makes a mess. That's obviously like there's too much. Okay, you want to be clear that there's a difference between the feeling that there's enough and the actual reality of how much is required. Okay, unfortunately in life we are trained to think that more is always better than less in lots of situations, which obviously trains the energy in this part of the body to act in a particular way. And equally on the flip side, there are other areas where we're constantly taught that less is better. Like for some people, losing weight is always going to be better than gaining weight, whereas for other people it might be the other way around. Having more money for lots of people is like, what they're aiming for, but how much is enough? Okay, so the experience of creating sufficiency and having enough, my experience is that you want to have that not be extended over a long period of time, because the amount you might need will change. Okay, so you're really looking at a particular finite amount of time, and the present moment is actually a really important aspect of that. So right now, do I have enough energy? Do I have enough water? Do I have enough support? Do I have enough space? And not allow yourself to then extend that too far into the future, because in the future you will probably need more than you have right now. Okay, so that's one of the really crucial things. But equally in this video I want to talk about, in terms of sufficiency, where your resources are coming from. Okay, now I do a lot of work in my treatments about the relationship between the internal state and the external state. So how much you have around you and how much you have within you. And one of the other things that we're often trained by our life to have a focus on is being self-sufficient. Okay, standing on our own 2 feet, providing things for ourselves, know I can do it on my own, like that kind of mindset. Okay, now where that becomes really impactful, and you could almost say damaging or even dangerous, is if self-sufficiency starts to push away resources, starting with the people who are close to us, but actually that can extend to almost not allowing life to contribute to us. It's like, no, I can do it on my own. I don't need anything outside of me. I don't need people. I don't need help. And that can actually start to be almost like an energetic barrier that we send out, that then has life say, okay, well, we'll let you do it by yourself. But of course, the resources that we're getting to be able to make our life into what we want it to be are coming from life. So too much self-sufficiency can actually then start to make your aims and objectives, your goals and your dreams harder and harder to achieve. Okay, a simple way of checking in is just to take some time to be quiet, to look inwards, and then ask yourself, am I being too self-sufficient? And notice what happens to your body. Notice if there's immediately a voice in your head that starts to argue and justify, because often we have too many reasons to be self-sufficient, rather than just being in the moment and saying, if life can provide something for me, then I'm happy to let life provide.